Hi guys, how the fuck are we all doing? I am fucking exhausted. I only got 3 hours of sleep last night. It's 3:30 in the morning and I am up way earlier than I want to be. And you may be asking to yourself, Janice, why the fuck are you up so early? And that, my friends, is because I have to go to work at 4:30 in the morning. And so I decided, why not wake up a little bit earlier, get ready, have a few cups of coffee, and talk to you guys, because today is supposed to be the day that the president and the government announce plans to lock down the entire United States. And honestly, that's a little bit terrifying. I'm hoping that it's all a rumor. I'm hoping that we are not going to go into a national quarantine lockdown. A lot of people say that once this lockdown happens, we are going to be in quarantine for like the next month or two. Other people are saying that there's an 18-month plan and that this is a long-term game plan for the government, in which in turn they're going to announce the chips and the New World Order. And I've been reading just too much conspiracy theories. I honestly am hoping that I'm wrong in all of this, but honestly, I really don't know. I haven't been able to sleep the last couple of nights. I have been having a lot of anxieties in regards to my future, not only in regards to where I will live, but also what my future at my job looks like. I don't know if I'll still be able to have this apartment in a month or two, or in 6 months, or whenever the quarantine ends. I don't know what's gonna happen once the quarantine is over. What happens to our rent? What happens to our bills? If we can't work, how are we gonna pay to live? You know, how are we gonna eat? How are we gonna survive if we are not allowed out of our houses to work and to provide for our families? And what happens when we come back? It's a lot of scary thoughts. It's a lot of things that keep me up at night, because I am a single gay man living on his own, and thinking about how I'm gonna survive and how I'm gonna get past this on my own is just extremely scary. And I know that I have my parents in the back of me if I were ever to fail or if I need them, but I don't know. I wanna get past this on my own, you know. I wanna fight. I wanna get through this on my own, because at the end of the day, that's all I really have, you know. Once my parents pass away, once I'm older, I am gonna be the only one who has my back. And I am trying to think of ways that I can survive this and keep this apartment, because I fucking love this apartment, and keep my job, even though I don't know where we stand in this economy, you know? And I'm honestly just really hoping that these are all rumors. I am not 100% sure that is going to be fact. But in the meantime, do not take what my shirt says literal, because according to the government and President Trump, you are not allowed to go outside. In case you guys don't know, I work at Starbucks, and apparently my job was listed as one of the companies that are essential to the country. So that's why we haven't closed. That's why I don't think we're closing until like the official shutdown begins. And even then, I don't even think we're gonna close, which might be nice, because that means that I'll still be working and still be making money and still have a job, and I can still pay this apartment. But at the same time, being out there exposed to this virus is just scary. We are gonna be at the front of the line with people like police officers and doctors and lawyers and paramedics. That Starbucks baristas are gonna be on the front line with these people who actually have jobs that are essential to this country. Coffee, I don't believe is essential to this country, but apparently, according to some people, Starbucks is essential to America. I don't know, I have to get ready for work. I am in my boxers and my underwear, but isn't that every YouTuber's life? Everybody that records from their waist up are usually in their underwear or pajama pants. We're gonna find out what the president or the government has to say today. If anything, I will keep you guys updated, but of course, I really don't have to keep you guys updated, because you guys will already have known the entire situation. But I guess we'll talk about my reaction of whatever happens today. So I gotta get ready. I gotta go to work. I have to go and make coffee for all of you guys. Aside from that, I'll check in with you guys in a few hours. So it is currently 7:14 p.m. and I just got off of work a few hours ago. And today we also received the state of address from President Trump in regards to the state of the country and the supposed rumored national lockdown / national quarantine. From what President Trump says, there is no need for a national lockdown or a national quarantine because the states that are most affected by the virus and the outbreak have already quarantined themselves. These states include California and New York. I know that he wants to put Florida on a lockdown because a lot of the spring breakers out there are not listening to the government and they're still out there partying and having sex, catching STDs and God knows whatever else, but that is all hearsay. There's also a rumor that on Sunday, March 22nd, the National Guard is going to come out and say that we need to go into a 10-day quarantine. My theory is that they don't want us to blame the president or our government for the lockdown, and the National Guard is just going to take full blame and full responsibility for the lockdown for the next 10 days, which in turn will probably turn into martial law and everything else that has been prophesied in the Bible. And I'm not a religious person. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in the Bible, but a lot of the stuff that is being said that is supposed to happen is slowly rolling out and happening. So I'm taking everything with a grain of salt. I'm saying that everything is a rumor because I'm hoping it's a rumor. I'm hoping it's not true, and I'm hoping that this is a real pandemic and not a man-made one. But I digress. Once again, we'll find out about this rumor on Sunday. And we actually just got a letter and a text message from Starbucks stating how they are planning to take care of their partners. And I'm happy to announce that I will not be losing my job if I decide to take some time off of work in regards to this pandemic. I have been having serious anxiety issues. I actually had an anxiety attack this morning on my way to work. Like, I got on the lift, I was on my way to work bright and early, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I couldn't breathe. I felt my chest tighten, I was shaking, I felt like I couldn't breathe, I felt like crying, I felt like breaking down, and I did not like the way that I felt. So once we got these text messages and these letters from Starbucks, I immediately contacted my boss, who was very understanding about the whole situation. And I just explained to her, like, my worry is losing this job and in turn losing my apartment and in turn not knowing where the fuck I'm gonna live. But she assured me that I would not lose my job if I decide to take what is called a catastrophe pay, which is like when an event happens and you can't go to work because you're sick or you feel anxious or unsafe at work. You can choose to take what is called catastrophic pay, which they pay you for 2 weeks for you to just like take some time off, get better, see how things turn out, see what happens in the world within the next 14 days. And that's exactly what I have decided to do. Since I'm still new with the company, I honestly feel a little bit useless right now, if I'm being 100% honest. The last couple of shifts that I have worked at Starbucks, I've felt like I can't help in any way because I am not trained 100%, and a lot of the orders are being done through drive-thrus. Right now, they're changing into an only drive-thru model, which means that customers are no longer allowed in the stores and they're going to only be allowed to go and order their stuff through the drive-thru. And the last couple of shifts that I've worked have been insane in regards to how busy it's been and how crazy it's been. And I just don't really feel safe working right now because my dad is diabetic and he has a lot of health issues, and my mom is panicking and already freaking out. So like, I don't want to potentially catch this virus and pass it on to my parents, who are both older and more susceptible to the effects of the virus. I myself don't really fucking care if I get it. I don't mind getting the corona. My issue is that if I get it, I would either have to be quarantined away from my parents for God knows how long, or risk giving it to them. And neither is an option for me. So I had to do what was best for myself and not go to work for the next 2 weeks. So we're gonna see how everything plays out. Of course, all of my fucking videos have ended with, in the next video, we'll see how this all plays out. So I'm hoping that on Sunday this will all be a rumor, but of course, as you guys know, I will be filming everything that happens just because I want to, and I should. This is fucking crazy that we're even talking about this. Like, I was talking to my boss earlier and I was like, this is freaking insane that we are going through this, and it's not easy. And as a country and as a global front, we gotta stick together, we gotta be one, and I guess just roll with the punches. Guys, I am gonna leave now because my foot is extremely numb and I can't move my foot because I've been sitting cross-legged for the last 20 minutes trying to film this video. But I will see you guys next week or on the next video. I actually don't have a specific schedule anymore. I'm just uploading as updates come and as I feel needed to record, and I just felt like I really needed to record today's events. So aside from that, I will see you guys on the next video, whether that's tomorrow, 2 days from now, a week from now. I don't fucking know, but it's gonna be soon, I'm sure. Aside from that, I hope that you guys are all having a good day and a good week and a good month and a good year and a good life, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.